welcome to Gamezillong Toku Facts. We've already covered most of the Daimajin series on this channel, from the original trilogy of films to the television series from the early 2000s. And while we haven't yet covered the Stone Demon's most recent return to the big screen, today I'll be talking about a couple other pieces of Daimajin media. First up is The Resurrection of Daimajin, a fan film that would have brought Daimajin to the modern era. Sadly, all I can find is a trailer, so whether this was in production or the trailer was just a proof of concept, I can't be sure. But that's not why you clicked on this video. Today we'll be talking about Akira Toriyama's Daimajin. Kinda. Let's start by talking about Dr. Slump. Before his mega-popular series Dragon Ball, manga author Akira Toriyama first made waves with his comedic series Dr. Slump, which ran from 1980 to 1984. The manga was adapted into an anime series, Dr. Slump Arale-chan, which aired from 1981 to 1986. The series was about a quirky scientist, Senbei Norimaki, who creates an android girl, Arale. The humor comes from Arale's monstrous strength mixed with her childlike curiosity, and no matter how many friends she makes in the small, quirky town of Penguin Village, not one of them knows about her being a robot. There was also a second anime simply titled Dr. Slump, which ran from 1997 to 1999. The subject of today's video is episode 115 of the original anime, The Great Demon God of Penguin Village, a side story episode that doesn't follow the show's already very loose canon. The peaceful Penguin Village is home to Lord Senbei Norimaki, a quirky inventor, and his newlywed wife, Princess Midori. The town has a local tea shop that sells manju enjoyed by the youths of the village. After the evil Mashirito, whose kingdom has terrible manju, learns of the manju made in Penguin Village, he decides to invade. Mashirito's army attacks Norimaki Castle, but are thwarted by the castle's various traps. Frustrated, Mashirito has his men launch fire arrows that burn the castle to the ground, seemingly killing Lord Senbei. With his invasion complete, Mashirito demands that the tea shop give him all their manju. This leads the youths to play a game of keep-away with the evil lord, leading to one of the youths, Arale, being cornered by a cliff. Suddenly, the tide recedes and a giant statue of Daimajin emerges from the depths. This Daimajin changes its face to that of Senbei, and the locals believe the statue to be the Lord's reincarnation. In actuality, it's just a giant robot controlled by Senbei, who begins chasing Mashirito. Impressed, Arale and her buddy Gachan climb into the robot, surprising Lord Senbei and causing the robot to behave erratically. When it finally collapses, Mashirito claims victory, only for Arale to throw the robot, which ends up crushing Mashirito before expelling Senbei, who is reunited with Midori. Suddenly, the real Daimajin appears, wondering who called him, bringing the episode to a close. Admittedly, Toriyama didn't write this episode himself. That credit goes to Kenji Terui. But Toriyama did create the series, and it is already full of references to tokusatsu and kaiju media. So that's why the title of this video is what it is. Dr. Slump is a fun series, so I recommend giving it a watch if this episode interested you. And until next time, I'm Protomet. See ya!